Some animals have come to visit us today. They've come from all over just to help us with this little game. Now we've got an elephant and a lion and a snake and a crocodile. Now what I want to do is make these animals go from the biggest one to the smallest one. So we've got a blue block. The biggest one must stand by the B for blue, and the smallest one must stand by the yellow block. Now, who is the biggest animal? It's the elephant. Look, he's so big. So he needs to go in front. Then, who do you think is the smallest animal? It's the crocodile. Oh, he's the smallest one, so he must go by the yellow block. Now, I want to know who is the biggest one between the lion and the snake. Let's have a look. It looks like the lion is bigger. So do you think we must put the lion on the small side or the big side? What do you think? Where do you think it must go? If the lion's bigger, he needs to go to the big side. And then where do you think the snake needs to go? He can go here in the middle of the lion and the crocodile. Now these animals are marching off to go and read a story. Who do you think is going to read a story first? Oopsie. Is it going to be the elephant, the lion, the snake, or the crocodile? Who is going to be first? That's right, the elephant is going to be first one to get to the storybooks. Then who is going to be second? Is it going to be the crocodile or the snake? Who do you think will be second? The lion. Good job. Then who is going to be third? The snake. Good job. He's number 3. Then who do you think is going to be fourth? Is it the elephant? No, look, the elephant's got a number. The lion's got a number. The snake has got a number. So who do you think is fourth? The crocodile. Good job. I've got the same animals again, but this time, instead of going from the biggest one to the smallest one, I want to go from the smallest one to the biggest one. And the smallest one was yellow. So there's the yellow block for the smallest animal. And the biggest was blue. B for blue, B for big. So we're going to start. Who is the smallest animal? It's the crocodile. He's still the smallest one. Then who is going to come next? Who's the next smallest one of the animals here? It's the snake. He's going to be next. Then who is going to come next? Who's the next biggest animal? The lion. Good job. And who's going to go right at the end? Who's the biggest animal of them all? The elephant. So let's see. We've got our line. They're going off to read their stories. And let's see who's going to read first this time. The crocodile. Who's going to be second? The snake. Who's going to be third? The lion. And who's going to be fourth? The elephant. Good job. Now I wanted to ask you, look at the snake. Who's going to come next after the snake? So if we're looking at the snake, the one that's going to come next is the lion. The lion comes next. Which animal in my line is last in the line? Who's right at the end? The elephant. Good job. Now I want you to look at the crocodile. Let's look at the crocodile. Who's going to go next after the crocodile? The snake. Good job. Now you guys can do this at home also. Get some toys together and you can see who is bigger and who is smaller, and see if you can make a line with your toys like I've done with our animals from the wild. I have my animals back here with me, but this time, instead of putting them into a line, I want to see how big it is. I want to see how big these animals are. So I've got some blocks, and I'm going to measure with my blocks to see how big these animals are. Alright, we're going to start here with the crocodile. Let's just get them a bit. Okay. Now I don't have orange blocks, so I'm going to use yellow ones. So we're going to start with one block at a time. Let's see. Do you think this block is as tall as the crocodile? Yeah, look, that was easy. This one is the same size as one block. Okay, we're going to put him there. Next, we want to do the snake. How many blocks do you think the snake is going to be? Do you think it's going to be 3? Okay, let's try 3 and see if it's the right size. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Ooh, that's a little bit big. Oh dear. Let's see if we take one block off. Here we go. There we go. That's about right. The snake is how many blocks tall? 1, 2. Okay, we can leave him there. Next, what do you think we should do? I think let's do the lion. How tall do you think the lion is going to be? Let us try 3 blocks. Okay, let's go 1. Is that tall enough? Not yet. What about 2? Is 2 blocks tall enough? Oh, not tall enough yet. Let's try another block. Aha, there we go. Look at that. So how tall is the lion? 3 blocks tall. And who do we have left? The elephant. How big do you think this elephant's going to be? Let's try. Let's go one at a time. 1, 2, 3. Is 3 tall enough? Oh, not yet. Let's try 4. There we go. There we go. 4 blocks is as big as his head. See there? But what about his ear? His big ear. He must be an African elephant if he's got such big ears. Let's try 5 blocks to get to his ears. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit big, but that's okay. So the elephant is 5 blocks. Good job. Now, do you know that you can play this game with anything at home? Have a look here. I'm going to try it with a crayon. Let me find a crayon. Pink. I've got a pink crayon. Whoopsie. Now, let's see how many blocks this crayon is. So I've got how many yellow ones? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that long enough? No, not yet. So now we've got 4 yellow blocks. Now let's try some blue ones. 4, 5, not yet. 6 blocks. Oh my goodness. 6. Now let's try 7. Not yet. 8. Is that right yet? Let's try. And let's try 9. Oh, look at that, guys. This crayon, the pink crayon, is 9 blocks big or long. Can you count them with me? Let's count how many blocks there are. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So do you think the crayon is bigger or smaller than our red elephant? Let's have a look. Who was bigger, the elephant or the crayon? The crayon is bigger. So this is something you guys can do at home. If you've got some blocks, some Lego or some building blocks, you can see how big different things are. And before we go, I think we must do another one. And this time we're not going to use a crayon. Let us use some glue. Okay, so I've got some glue here. Now, how big do you think this glue is going to be? Do you think he's going to be bigger or smaller than the red elephant? I think this glue might be the same size as the elephant. Can we try? Let's see if we put the glue next to the elephant. Oh no. Which one's bigger, the elephant or the glue? The glue. So let's take our blocks and see how big our glue is. So, it's not staying. Okay, let's go. Hello. Sorry, my light keeps going off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, now it's the same as the elephant. Let's try one more. And 6. There we go. It's the same size.